This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Foreign officials are mounting a full-court press across Washington in ways of shaping the U.S. government's development and regulation of artificial intelligence tools. The Charm Offensive, Ryan Lovelace reports, is aimed at Biden administration regulators, congressional staffers, and Pentagon decision-makers. Foreign governments see them as critical to shaping the growth of AI worldwide. Europe and the European Union wants to be the pace-setting AI cop, and NATO's newest member, Sweden, is eager for the U.S. to follow the European approach to technology regulation. Both sides of the Atlantic see immense promise and looming headaches as the powerful technology takes hold in the coming years. States across the country are facing budget crunches as billions of dollars in federal pandemic relief funds sunset at the end of the year. In Maryland, Alex Miller reports the General Assembly was scrambling to reach a budget deal after the Senate and Democratic Governor Wes Moore rejected $1.3 billion in tax and fee increases proposed by the House of Delegates. In Arizona, Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs and the Republican-run legislature are locked in a fight over resolving a $2 billion budget shortfall. And in California, Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom's $291.5 billion budget proposal reduces spending by about 9.6%. to make up an expected $38 billion shortfall without raising taxes. A purple streak runs deep in Wisconsin, where voters revel in choosing Republicans and Democrats back and forth. Seth MacLachlan reports Badger State voters selected Donald Trump in 2016 and then Joe Biden in 2020. They elected Republican Ron Johnson to the Senate in 2016 and gave Democrat Tammy Baldwin the nod in 2018. They then ousted Republican Governor Scott Walker in 2018, gave Johnson another term in 2022, and then re-elected Democrat Tony Evers as governor in the same year. Presidential race polls show the state shaping up as one of the tightest races in the nation. The outcome is likely a predictor of who wins the White House this year, as it's been in the past 4 elections. The federal government has introduced a new citizenship form that allows applicants to select X as their gender. The new form, Stephen Dinan reports, offers the options of male, female, and another gender identity as checkboxes. Those who check the other box will receive documents that reflect their gender as X. The Biden administration sees the move as a step toward inclusiveness for immigrants who don't feel they fit cleanly into either of the two sexes. Critics say the change carries some risk of missing out on bad actors. And finally, Valerie Richardson looks at the controversy over the White House's honoring of Transgender Day of Visibility, which was marked on March 31st. Critics have pointed to a White House proclamation of the day, held on March 31st since it was created in 2009, which coincided this year with Easter. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.